What's up, guys? It is Brandon from the Two Piece Mandem, and I haven't recorded or uploaded a video in so long. Apologies for that. The Premier League predictions, they will be coming back soon, but not until, April the 30th. And if you guys haven't read the title, it basically says no BPL, no football until April the 3rd. Yep, April the 30th. Sorry, yeah. So football was supposed to be suspended on April the 3rd, but FA had a discussion about it, and now they've moved it up to April the 30th, and that's really, really depressing. And I just want to talk about how this coronavirus has affected football, how there's going to be no football for a month, what people are actually going to do. I'm also going to talk about the channel as well, how there's going to be a lack of Premier League predictions from me. And I also want to talk about what I think the FA should do. Alright, I'm going to talk about what they actually should do. So first of all, I'm going to talk about the coronavirus in itself. And for those that don't know what the coronavirus is, then you've been living in a cave. But at the end of the day, it's a virus that's been killing thousands and thousands of individuals, and it's just been horrendous. Like, started from, was it China, into the UK, even into Italy as well. It's killed thousands and thousands of people in Italy, closed down schools. We're starting to close down schools as well. That's how deadly the freaking virus has been. Let me say how deadly the virus has been, right? I remember I haven't been to Greg's in ages, right? I haven't eaten a baguette at Greg's in ages. I thought to myself, you know what? I'm going to go to Greg's and get myself a baguette. I walk in, there's no seats. There's literally no seats. You literally get your food, pay for it, and then leave. That's literally how it is. There's literally no seats. And it just felt really, really awkward. And you can just see how much it's affected us. I go to superstores, there's no toilet roll, there's no eggs, and there's barely any hand sanitizers. Luckily I've already got some hand sanitizers. But still, like, there's no toilet roll, there's barely any egg. I have a cold right now, but I'm not saying that. I don't believe it's the coronavirus, if I'm honest with you. But it could lead to that. Who bloody knows? And it just spreads. And it's just horrendous, man. It's just the way it's been affecting us. It's had to postpone so many huge events. We can't really interact with each other or get close to each other anymore. So it's just really killed human nature, if I'm honest with you. Now, what I want to talk about is that there's going to be no football for a month, and how that affects me and how that affects every single individual. Now, with no football for a month, for those that support a team, for those that love football, no Premier League football especially, it's very freaking scary. It's so dead. Let's just put it that way, right? For those that like to work their 9 to 5 or whatever, they like their Saturdays and Sundays and just to enjoy watching Premier League football, to watch their favourite team, go to the games, either on a Saturday or a Sunday. Bloody hell, even a freaking Monday night to watch their damn team. But not having that for a month is just really, really boring, man. Like, you're probably just kept inside the house, having to watch videos like this, man. But it is what it is, man. Like, it's horrible. No football for a whole month, and you can't really play football outside because there's a risk of you catching it as well. So, in general, it's just very, very boring, man. Like, there's no other sports either, like tennis or golf or anything like that, and it's just horrendous, man. Because anyone can get it. Anyone can get it, and it's just horrendous, man. Another thing I actually want to talk about as well is the lack of Premier League predictions. Now, I know that I think I missed one or two this year in January, but I can't really do as many. Well, I could still do some Premier League predictions, but when there's no games going on, it's kind of really hard for me to predict the following Premier League games. Because I predict games off the team's recent form. That's how I do it. I predict it off their last match and their current form. So for me, not watching any football or seeing any statistics, it's just really, really, it doesn't really do a lot of good for me. And therefore, if it doesn't do good for me, I can't create the content that every single fan enjoys. Do you know what I mean? On the Two Piece Mandem channel. And it's the same with Haroon. He can't create Arsenal reviews, or you can't create Arsenal previews or reviews if his team isn't playing. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, it's just not gonna happen. Like, you can't really do that. And you know what I mean? Like, it's just really, really, really unfortunate for us, if I'm honest with you. good news though. Mikel Arteta, he's starting to feel better from the coronavirus, and now um, he's starting to plan some more tactics for Arsenal. So that's good news for Arsenal fans. Not really for Chelsea fans, not for us. So yeah, I just want to point that out. Hopefully Hudson-Odoi gets better as well. I hope no other player catches that virus either, because it's very, very deadly. Yeah, and this is what I think what the FA should do. All right, this is what I think they should do, and I think once this virus has cleared up, we don't know when or how it's actually going to be cleared up, but once it's cleared up, they should have precautions and procedures if anything like this happens again. All right, what they should do, and what I think is like the most logical thing to do. All right, so first of all, I think others have said this before. They've said this on the radio. They've said this on the news. They've said this everywhere. Play matches behind closed doors. All right. Obviously, as a fan who's used to watching, who's used to going to the game, paying for the tickets, sitting in the crowd, and supporting their team on being the 12th man, I know it's hard for you to not watch your team live. All right, I understand that. But at the end of the day, what's worse, not watching your team play at all, or not watching your team live? Like, which one is worse? Like, I'd rather watch my team. I'd rather hear about my team play than, watch my team live, because I can at least watch the highlights. Do you know what I mean? And I think it's damaging for, footballers as well, because they love the sport. Well, most of them do love the sport, and for them not to play, competitive football, like just like the Premier League, it's just really, really heartbreaking for them, and it just affects them to the core, man. And I think the FA should allow Premier League teams to play matches behind closed doors where there's no fans, because they're still able to prepare for it. The players are able to play their football. Maybe it's not the same because there's no atmosphere or anything like that, but at least that they played, and you can watch the highlights on Match of the Day. You can watch them on YouTube. You can literally watch them anywhere. So do you know what I mean? I think they should play matches behind closed doors. You shouldn't really just suspend it and stop it there, because then that's just going to lead into next summer. So for example, this year should have been the Euros, but now that's had to be postponed for this year, and it has to go into 2021, and that's just great, man. It's just, oh man. So next thing, fans should wear some protective gear. So this is what I mean from that. So where fans should wear some protective gear, I say when they actually enter the stadium, before they actually enter the stadium, right? There should be hand sanitizers on the side. So there should be security guards that have bottles of hand sanitizer, all right? Check that their hands are actually clean. Wear one of those masks, wear some gloves, and wear protective coats, all right? And make sure there's no, the fans aren't sitting too close to each other. I think that's the best thing they should do. And to be honest with you, humans in general should be clean anyway. All right, humans in general should be fucking clean. All right, this isn't freaking rocket science, right? I remember, I was live streaming on this app, and me and this guy were having a conversation about it, and he was saying to me, it's weird how as soon as this virus comes up, people are starting to be clean when people should have been clean in the bloody first place. And that's, you should be clean in the first place regardless of the virus freaking coming onto us. But still, for me, I think fans should wear more protective gear. And yeah, I think fans should just wear protective gear, if I'm honest with you, because it just decreases the chances of anyone actually getting, the virus. And they're still able to watch their team as well. So yeah, I think even the bloody referees should wear the virus as well, because if they're going to deal with some fans, throwing things at them or whatever, because we know how much abuse that the referee and the linesman get, they should be, covered and protected. So do you know what I mean? Next thing, every club should do a health and safety check. All right, this is what I mean by that. Every single club should think to themselves, okay, how can we decrease the risk of one of our players actually getting the coronavirus? What health and safety procedures should we implement to stop the players and the fans in the ground, even the bloody away fans, from getting the damn virus? All right, I think that's what every freaking club should do. They should strive to improve on that, because at the end of the day, hygiene and your health hygiene and your health is so bloody important that it's actually ridiculous, and you don't want to see any of your favorite players get that coronavirus. All right, so I think that's one thing that they should do. I think that's one thing the FA should put on was it the Premier League teams in case anything like this or anything worse than the coronavirus actually happens. And I feel as though this is something that as a not just in football in general, I think in every single sport in general, we should just improve the health and safety procedures of not just the players, not just the referees, not just the people controlling the actual game and organizing it, but also the fans as well, because it just decreases the likelihood of us gaining any microbes or any bacteria. Even when we go into the stadium, I think it should be put on walls. It should be put on like banisters in every single club. Even when a fan enters the damn stadium, it should say on the side health and safety procedures that the fans must follow. Even the players, it should be in the changing rooms as well. Do you know what I mean? It should be there. It should be on the freaking contract when a new club signs when a club signs a new player. It should be on the goddamn contract, if I'm honest with you. All right, and yeah, that's all I have to say. There's gonna be no football until April the 30th. Mikel Arteta is slowly coming back. Yeah, it's just as simple as that. It's really unfortunate. And yeah, I'm gonna try and keep updating you guys as much as I possibly can. I've been really busy. I have a bit of a cold as well, so the fact that I'm still uploading it for you guys shows that I actually do care. And plus, we haven't uploaded in bloody ages because of this virus. Alright, I'll see you guys in a bit. Don't forget to smash the like button and don't forget to click that subscribe button as well. I'll see you guys in a bit, and peace.